Is no stranger to weather-related disasters, but parents who know this, thunderstorms and tornadoes can be scary for kids. Joining us now from Iowa State University in Extension and Outreach is human scientist specialist Danielle Day. Danielle, thanks for being here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So Danielle, what's a good way to address those big feelings when storms start to roll in?
Yeah, so one of the great tools that we have is storybooks. Kids love books. So we can always use those to kind of maybe pull in a topic that we want to cover, and we can talk about the feelings that are going on in that book.
And how do you use those books for discussions?
Yeah, so we want to make sure they're age-appropriate books. And then what we can do is we can truly take a look at identifying what is this weather-related storm, how is it caused, and that kind of takes away some of the fear. And then we get to look at the feelings of the character, and children can maybe relate, and it helps them maybe have some words that they didn't have before.
Yeah, you get those pictures and words.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So what are some books that you recommend?
Yeah, so Stormy Night by Selena Yoon is a great book about a bear who starts by comforting his parents and his teddy bear, and then he winds up having to be comforted himself. Here Come the Helpers by Leslie Kimmelman is a great book that identifies who are those helpers in an emergency situation for us.
All right, some good books there.
Yeah.
And so once you have the books, how do you get the most out of reading them together? You talked about like talking through them.
Absolutely. So before we even start reading, we want to take a look at the pictures and the cover and kind of ask those questions. What do you think this book is about? Then when we start reading, you want to be expressive. So use those different voices, get into it, ask questions, pause so that we can really take in what's going in to the book, and give any new definitions that there might be, because we know it's a great way to learn new vocabulary as well. And then afterwards, we want to talk about those feelings and maybe help get some new words to those children to be able to say, yeah, I feel that way. That scared me. So that you can then take a look at how can we grow from this and what can we do to maybe lessen those fears or those big scary feelings that come up when storms come.
Absolutely. And so what other resources are there?
Yeah, so FEMA and American Red Cross has an amazing series, as well as National Child Traumatic Stress Network has a great series, and we also have the CDC has a great series. They're activity books, so they can be coloring books, they can be discussion books. They're great to really talk about recovering from a storm, tornadoes, floods, what happens, those types of things.
All right, Danielle, thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
And stay with TV9, we'll be right back.